A live look at the Flaps in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Georgia Tech making some noise in college football last season, going 9-4. This team was strong in the ACC at 6-2 overall. Brent Key looking to keep that consistency and continuity heading into 2026. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Hosley. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to ride this running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Plucks it out of the air. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
To throw, it's Mendoza. Unleashes one. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They'll run it to the right. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Trying to set up the screen. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Really nice job in execution there on that 3rd down through the passing game. All of a sudden now you've got a decision to make because you're in field goal range. But do you have the confidence to leave your offense out there to pick this 1st down up and go looking for a touchdown? This is a big decision right here for the head coach.
He'll pull it on the read. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. looking to fire. Got his man on the outside. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Find space on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Looking deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. The sure hands, it's Richardson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on 3rd down right around midfield. Hauls it in. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Reads it, fires complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Duke! And they strike first.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Lets it fly. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space. So if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big gainer.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. What a grab with one hand.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Tight end now in motion. Back to pass. It's Mendoza. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Harris. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Running inside, it's Hosley.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Might as well stick with him. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
Using his feet, picks up the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for the score. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Quick release by the QB. There he goes. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they would go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Moore. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The Blue Devils are flying down the field. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to it. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Blue Devils line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They march to the end zone the last time they had it, do it again, and they'll be on top. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback keeper. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. Slips through the line. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if this...
intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Allen. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The option, he'll keep it. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he is going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Rides to back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
From the red zone, it's Hosley. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside, it's Hosley. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Fires quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Off the RPO, complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the change, but there is a man still down on the field. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Richardson.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to get it to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around, and there was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Hosley. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Timeout, Duke. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. The Blue Devils take a timeout, and that's the last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here in establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. and no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. It's complete to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You don't have to make things complicated. You see zone, you throw the hitch, you pick up some positive yardage.
Yes, Reese, that's easy when my guy's really fast and quick. Those guys in the slot, get it to them after the catch is their specialty, can make some magic happen.
Tight end finds a soft spot, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, and it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Good game there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Goddard. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Trying to impose their will with the run. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Allen. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Motion from the back. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Fires on the move. Got his man all by himself. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, 1st and goal.
They'll move the wide receiver. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go to the counter play. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Wide receiver going in motion. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, the offense just trying to outflank the defense with a little push pass to a speedy wide receiver and see if they can get him on the perimeter, but just too much speed and awareness on the defensive side of the ball now sets up 4th down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. And that lead grows even bigger.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And finally, we see a nice gain. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Punt is on its way. He's got it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Pocket breaking down. And they got him.
And defensive coaches talk about it all the time, winning first down. And what that does for a defense, they win first down, they force 2nd and long, they're ready for it. Nice job rushing the passer, getting the sack, and now putting them in an even more predictable situation, 3rd and forever. Great job by this defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure on this defense.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Had to hurry the punt a bit, but gets great distance. Looks it in at the 40. There he goes. Open it up. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They give it to him again. Maybe a crease. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Looks as if we have an injured Blue Devil on the play. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Running inside, it's Campbell. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll keep it himself. And nothing doing on the ground. This defense having none of it and stopping him on fourth down. Going to the ground. It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of the explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gets the back moving. To the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. Looking to throw. Gets it to the back. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll run it. It's Campbell. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up second and 10.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays, makes the grab, and there's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Mendoza. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The run inside. It's Campbell. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll run it again. There's some room. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
The out route is a long throw. You got to throw that thing deep, and you can't miss inside. You miss inside, the cornerback can make a play on it. You got to throw that thing towards the sideline. Use the sideline as your friend.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. In the red area, it's Campbell. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Duke! Great job by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's May. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
The RPO, it's complete. Quick spin on the run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Yellow Jackets come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it on 2nd down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Campbell. And they'll knock him down.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, buying some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
With the catch, it's Richardson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
After that incompletion here, tied in the 4th quarter, you've got a decision to make with this field position. Do you want to stay aggressive and try and go win this game now and bleed a little bit more clock? Or do you trust your defense if you punt this away to get you the ball back so you can still win?
The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. On the run, it's Hosley. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Makes the grab. It's made. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to the ground with the running back. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
Running inside, it's Campbell.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it down the field. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. With the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have one left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Right on the money. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. They'll go to the counter. Makes a man miss. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I hate the play call. It's going to kill you. It takes way too much time running the football outside and then not getting out of bounds. That's one they're going to regret trailing late.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.